Hi everybody, this is Dimo from Dimo Lingo. How are you guys? Everything is okay? This is our fifth session from Germany with Dimo, level A1. And we are going to learn new things today together. If you didn't subscribe us till now, please do it now and give us so many energy that we needed to make the work better and better. Thank you for subscribing us. Thank you for supporting us, like our videos and so on. Good. Previous session, guys, we have learned how to conjugate regular verbs, and we made some sentences, okay? This session we are going to learn irregular verbs and to see what are them and how can we conjugate them. But before that, a previous session I have written two verbs, arbeiten und heißen. We are going to conjugate them, konjugieren. Konjugieren auf Deutsch means, in German means conjugation, okay? So as you remember, I told you that, let me make it bigger, guys. I told you that we have to copy the Arbeit. We have to remove en and then write the root of the verb in whole for whole subject pronouns. I mean that for ich, du, and also the others, okay? Also, then we are going to conjugate. So for the first one, we should write arbeite, then is okay, is German, okay? Then after that, we have to write st for the second one, arbeits. Then for the third one, we have to write t. As I told you that for wir and sie und sie, we have to write en because they are as the same as the our infinitive. And that's they are the same, so it's not to think about that a lot, okay? And the last one is what? Arbeit, okay? But guys, if you see the second singular person, I mean du, and the third singular person, I mean and the second plural person ia, they are false, and it's a little bit hard to pronounce. So how can we do that? When we want to make it easier, it's better to add before after our root, okay? So the second singular person would be arbeitest, and it's better to pronounce and it's easy to pronounce. Now it's true, okay? And the third singular person, arbeitet, just one e we add after the root, and the second plural person, just one t would be enough for that, okay? Arbeitet. So if a verb ends, I mean a root, the root of the verb ends with t, d, m, or n, okay? Then we have to add these extra e to our root. Like for example, look at here, atmen means breathe, huh? That's atmen. When we have an, we will remove an, then we have atm, then we should write ich atme, du atmest. That's the thing, okay? So ends with m, okay? So let me write here, it's better here. M, let me bring it to the left side. M, oops. So let me find details, m, or then after that, n, or m, n, and after that t, or also d, okay guys? D is like so. Then we should add one extra e to our root. So let's go to next verb. That previous session I told you to do that. So we copy the root for whole of them. Then ich heiße, du heißt, este is okay for that. St we will add. Ich heiße. Then for the second, third one, ich, or the sie and es heißt. Okay, so wir und sie are the same, heißen and heißen, and this one is heißt. But look at this second singular person, guys. It's false. Why? There's a reason behind that. Because if you remember that, I told you that sz, it means the 2s. It means 2s. So it means that this verb has one s before that. So heiß is like so. So it doesn't need to add one more extra s. Just one t would be enough. So we should write heißt like so. Heißt. So that is exception or Ausnahme. Okay, Ausnahme means exception. That's the things that I wanted to tell you. Okay, guys. So now I want to tell you how to conjugate irregular verbs or unregelmäßige Verben. Okay, regelmäßig means regular. Unregelmäßig means irregular. Now we are going to learn how to conjugate irregular verbs. Okay, so let me. I think I can make it smaller, and I can have two more table together. Let me delete that. Oops. Okay. So how can I delete it? It has a delete button. Yes. Okay. So look at here, guys. Let me copy this table and then paste it here. Oops. What happened? That's a big mess here. I don't know what am I going to do. Okay, I think it's better. Okay. So I'm going to write 2 or 3 irregular verbs, guys, to learn how to conjugate them. The first one is sein. Okay, sein is one of the most important verbs in German, and it's to be. Okay, to be verb, and we have to memorize it. It doesn't need to memorize whole of them, because you will use a lot with this verb. That's in your daily conversation. You will use it so much and so much. So after that you can learn it easily, and it would be in your memory without unintentionally. It would be in your memory. It doesn't need to have your notebook and to memorize all of them. So unfortunately, I told you these are irregular verbs or unregelmäßig, guys. Unregelmäßig. Okay, there is no formula for that. So I write. That's ich bin. Okay, ich bin. It means I am. Ich bin. So let me write here. Sein means to be. Okay, sein means to be. So ich bin, and after that du bist. Er, sie und es ist. Okay, for whole of them we will write st. Wir sind. Wir sind. And after that ihr seid. So sie und sie sind. As you see that these two are the same, but they are not like the infinitive because they are irregular verbs. So you can use it. Ich bin, du bist, ist. It means I am, you are, he is, she is, and so on. But guys, let me tell you something else. That is, there are not too many verbs that whole subject pronouns will change. Just some verbs will change like that. The other irregular verbs like haben, okay? Haben means to have. Okay, to have. Haben means to have. Okay, that is the infinitive. Haben means to have, guys. So that's these kind of the rest of the irregular verbs. Just a second and the third singular person, the one which I add a star behind them, will change, and the rest will be the same. So what I mean that we are going to conjugate haben like the previous things that we have learned. So we copy hab for all the whole subject pronouns. Then we have learned that we will add ich habe. Good. So forget these two one. Then here I write wir haben, ihr habt, und sie haben. Okay. So as we know that if it were regular, we should write du habst and then ihr habt. But these two are fast, guys, because they're irregular. And for this one, we should write du hast. Okay, du hast. Du hast. And for the third singular person, that would be er hat. So as you see, just these two, okay, just these two. Let me change their color to, for example, to this one. No, this one is okay. As you see, just these two would change, not the others. The others would be the same, like regular verbs. So the verbs that we have learned, they are like so. Most of them, not all of them, most of them would change, just second singular person, and the third singular person would change, not the other. So that would be easy. There are some verbs, they're not so much, like Sein, that whole of them will change. Okay, so today we have learned two more verbs. They are irregular verbs. So I can delete these two columns. Let me see that. As if, can I put it here? I think that would be okay. Amazing. So that's okay. Here is the best thing. Okay. Gut, now we can complete our sentences here. Ich komme aus dem Iran und ich wohne in Teheran. Ne? Then I can say, for example, ich bin aus. It means that I'm from. Okay, I'm come from. I'm from. Ich bin aus. For example, Shiraz. Okay, Shiraz is ein city. Is a city in Teheran, in Iran. Du kommst aus Italien, aber du wohnst in Rom. Okay. Du bist nicht aus Rom. Du bist nicht. It means that you are not from Rome. Okay, you are not from Rome. The third one, David kommt aus den USA und er wohnt in LA. Okay, er ist aus, for example, Washington DC. Washington DC. And Sarah kommt aus Österreich. Sarah kommt aus Österreich und sie wohnt in Wien. After that, I can say that sie ist aus oder sie ist nicht aus Wien. Gut. Oder Basel. Sie ist nicht aus Wien oder Basel. That's the thing that we have learned. Okay. So in the future, we will learn how to use with habe. Okay. That's easy. For example, Auto. Auto means car, okay? Auto, das Auto. So I can write here, ich habe Auto. That's the things that we learn. But future, we have to learn some extra things to use it better and correctly. Good. That's the irregular verbs that we have learned today. That was so easy. You can use it day by day, and from now on, when